All right, so good day everyone. Today we are going to talk about the first topic in CE 100, which is indicated in your course syllabus. It's all about the basic algebraic operations. We all know that we have four basic algebraic operations. We have the addition, plus, minus, divide, and times, right? So that's addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, and those are our four operations. So in combining like terms or similar terms, so the two or more terms that contain the same variables with the same powers. So for example, 4x and 6x, they have the same variables. So they are like terms. So we can combine them, right? Like negative 5y squared, 8y squared, and 2y squared. They are also like terms. Okay, so let's have examples, no, in combining like terms. We have number one, b plus 2b. So these expressions are like terms because, oops, okay, these expressions are like terms because they have the same variables. So therefore, our answer for this one would be 3b. All right. For number two, so we are going to combine all the like terms. So first is we are rearrange, no, para our solution, or we can easily determine which are like terms here in this equation. So for number two, we can combine a. So 7a minus 6a. What else? So we also have a. Okay, and then we have the constants, which are 9, 7, and 2. All right, so 7a minus 6a, that's a, minus a, that's 0. So 0 minus 9 plus 7. So negative 9 plus 7 is negative 2, right? 7 minus 9, negative 2 plus 2, that is 0. Therefore, the answer for number 2 is 0. Okay, for number 3, we have 5xy minus negative 13xy. So we all know that if this operation here happens, that will become a plus. Therefore, this will now be 5xy plus 13xy. Therefore, that's 18xy. Since this is also like term, they both have the same variables. Okay. For number 4, we have m squared. We have n. Okay, we are going to combine m squared and then n. So let's arrange first 3m squared. Oops. Okay, plus 6m squared minus 12m squared, then the n, minus 4n plus 5n minus 4n. Okay, so 3 plus 6, so that's 9 minus 12, that's negative 3m squared. Then negative 4 plus 5, that's 1, so that's n. So n minus 4n, that is minus 3n. Alright, so actually we can still simplify this one. Like the common here is 3, right? So therefore, we can rewrite this equation as negative 3 times m squared plus n. Okay, so sige, we are going to box this because these two are the answers. So later on, I will teach you how to insert parentheses. No, I'm sorry. I mean, let me, yeah, teach you. And for most of you guys, maybe it's like a review na lang. So let's have a review about that one later on. Okay. For number 5, 10xyz minus 5rst plus 2xyz plus 4rst. So again, these terms right here are like terms, and as well as this one. So 10 plus 2, that's 12xyz, minus 5 plus 4, that is minus rst. So this is your answer. Okay. So in removing parentheses, now we have rules for that one. So the rules are number one, in removing or inserting parentheses preceded by plus sign, you need to copy all the terms without changing any sign. So these rules right here will be um, more understood if we have examples. Okay, so in removing or inserting parentheses preceded by a minus sign, copy all terms. So sorry, that's negative sign. Copy all terms with their signs changed. Okay, so pag preceded siya by a negative sign, you change the signs next to it. Okay, so if a symbol of grouping encloses other symbols of grouping, remove the innermost symbol first and work from the inside out. So yeah, we will also review that one later. So examples. In rule number one, parenthesis exceeded by a plus sign. So since this is positive, we will not change any signs here. Okay? So imagine this is positive 1. No, actually, we have a value here which is 1. No? We can put a value for most of you para dili siya confusing. So let's do that. So 2 plus, then we are going to use the distributive property. Okay? So 2 plus 5x plus, so 1 times 5, that's 5x, and 1 times 2, that's 2. Therefore, your final answer is 4 plus 5x. Okay? All right, for letter B rather, so this is still preceded by a positive sign. Therefore, we will not change the sign here. So again, let's just distribute for it to be easier. So therefore, this is 6 plus 5k squared minus 10 minus k squared plus 5. Okay, this is minus 10 or negative 10 since 5 times negative 2, that's negative 10. Okay, then combining like terms, we have to add 5k squared minus k squared, that's 4k squared. Okay, and then the constants, which are 6 minus 10, that's negative 4, plus 5, that is 1. Okay, so let's proceed with the next examples. Remove a parenthesis preceded by negative sign. So if it's preceded by negative sign, once again, let's just use the distributive property. No? So imagine there's 1 here. So that's negative 1 times 3x. Therefore, that's negative 3x. Negative 1 times positive 5. That's negative 5. Therefore, this is your final answer. Okay. For this one, this is also preceded by a negative sign. So imagine there's 1 here and then use distributive property. Then that's negative 2x. Because that's negative 1 times 2, that's negative 2x. Then negative 1 times negative 7, that's plus 7. Therefore, your answer for this one is 7x. Oh, sorry, that's 3x plus 7. Okay? For number 3, letter A. So, inserting parenthesis preceded by a plus sign. So, inserting parenthesis. So, kabaliktaran ng ginawa natin kanina, that's removing. Now, we are going to insert. Let's say, for example, for exercise or problem letter A. So, for problem letter A, if we're going to insert plus sign here, okay, so, magiging ganito yan siya. 6y. So, do not change, no? So, ganyan lang siya. If we insert parenthesis, no? So if we are going to remove parenthesis, so lagyan mo lang ng 1, then distribute, that's 6y, negative 3z, and positive 1. Okay? Same goes here with this example. For letter B, 1. So if we proceed it again with a positive sign, so magiging plus negative x squared minus y squared plus z squared. So, therefore, that's 1 minus x squared minus y squared plus z squared. Okay, so notice that every answer I'm inserting a box. So let this be a habit of you guys in engineering, especially when you go to the higher mathematics. Um, Please discipline yourselves in boxing all your answers. All right, so take note of that, okay? So number 4, inserting parentheses preceded by a minus or the negative sign. So for negative sign, you are going to do it like this. 7x. If you proceed that with negative sign, then what would happen here is you change the signs as well. Therefore, this is negative 8y minus z plus 3. Okay, let's see it. Let's see what happens and why did we change the sign. So guys, if we are going to distribute it, let's insert 1. So negative 1 times negative 8, that's positive 8, right? Then negative 1 times negative z, that's positive z. Negative 1 times negative positive 3, that's negative 3. Therefore, if we are going to insert parentheses exceeded by a negative sign, we change the signs of each terms here. Okay, same goes with number or letter B. So 2m minus, that's 7n, okay, plus 5b minus 3s. Okay, all right, so I think that's it for today's lesson. I hope you have understood something. So for your what do you call this activity, I'm going to post it on Blackboard. Please stay tuned and stay updated. Okay, thank you so much for listening. Have a very good